was talking to a friend of mine, and they reminded me of a funny story from when I was a teacher. And let me give you a little bit of background. I got to give you some background. So when I was a teacher, I was always, it was almost a guarantee. I was the male on the hallway, like the entire hallway, right? And so I would, guys do things like guys have tools, right? So I would always have like a ladder in my classroom. Mr. Whitaker had a toolbox in his class. Mr. Whitaker always had stuff that guys have. So that was pretty par for the course. Every year that I've taught, I've always had, hey, go get my tool bag, or hey, go get the drill out of Mr. Whitaker's red toolbox and stuff like that. So one day, this is crazy. I can't believe this. So they were doing some work in our building, and they were doing some construction with the ventilation. So of course, that would mean that there was a lot of dust in the building. And I always had those compressed air cans that you use on your computer and stuff like that. I always had those in my room because every Friday I would like clean my room, wipe down all the surfaces, because then they would do like a deep clean over the weekend, like really good vacuuming, really good wipe down. So I was trying to get all the dust and stuff out. So this year they were doing some construction or some work on the ventilation system. And of course, when you do work on the ventilation system, more dust gets kicked up in the building, right? So I don't remember why, but there were these, let's just call them dust bunnies. They were like these big dust bunnies all the time because they were doing something around the building, messing with the AC, and they would push out these big dust bunnies. So my my grade level mate next door one day sent one of my favorite students next door and said, and I'll just call her Miss Caterpillar, Mr. Whitaker, Miss Caterpillar needs you to come over to help her out with her Promethean board. And Promethean is the company that makes those smart boards that's probably in your kid's classroom. Many churches use them. Is that smart board where you can put it's a projector, and sometimes it's interactive and so forth like that. Well, we had those Promethean boards, and the projector was out on it actually came out of the ceiling, right? So I come over to her class, and she has her board on. She's like, Miss Whitaker, what's going on? You look at the screen, and there's this huge dust bunny is inside the lens. So it was like messing up her Promethean board. So there was a big blob on the screen. I was like, oh, I can fix that because I'm a guy. I got the tools, right? So I go next door. I go get I'm only laughing because you'll probably be laughing in a moment too. You might be terrified. I don't know. So I go get me a little step stool. I have a little step stool in my room, and I got my compressed air. Now the thing is on, and I'm like, okay. Clearly the dust bunny somehow or another got pulled into one of the vents, and it was literally between the lens, right? So it's a huge problem, all that kind of stuff. And I just said, oh, I'll just use the compressed air to blow it out. That would have been the very logical, normal. I cannot find any reason not to have done that, except for what I'm about to tell you. I don't know what happened, but I found out this day when you spray compressed air on an electrical item such as a projector that's on, it creates a fireball. So I didn't know this. So I bring my little happy self over here, and I'm on my step ladder. I spray, and an entire, all I could see was like a nuclear bomb explosion, fireball. It wasn't that bad, but I'm being dramatic. This huge fireball blows out of all the vents on the thing. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Thankfully, it just so happened that all her kids were sitting in the back of the classroom. I don't remember why. I don't know, maybe she was doing like some lesson plans or something. I don't remember why her kids were not like around, because usually the projector is like in the middle of the classroom. And for some reason, they were all in the back doing stuff. And so she had called me over to do that. It created this giant fireball That thing, oh my gosh, to this day, I wish I could have recorded that. And I can't find any information about why it happened, but I'm just assuming that because the projector was on, somehow or another, the compressed air created, again, some kind of, oh my gosh. But I will tell you this, the lint money got moved out of the way. I mean, this big fireball, and all you see like lint falling out of the sky. And I'm sure there's lint probably was on top of the vent and all kinds of stuff because there was a lot of lint bunnies in there. That thing was so funny. We were laughing so hard. Like, do you remember that time you almost blew up Miss Caterpillar's classroom? Like, who would have known? I did not know that. I just thought that was, I just thought that was crazy. I had never seen that. I still don't know what the problem was. Not the problem. What was the, because I mean, people spray their computers all the time. Like, why do computers not blow up? Like, why did they do this to me? All I know is that thing was so funny. And I said, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all today. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I really wish I had a video of it. And by the way, nobody got hurt. And no, I know you're wondering, I didn't get burned. I didn't burn my hair off or anything like that. But I just want to know what happened, man. I can't find it. Somebody's going to be able to tell me, I'm sure. I know you liked that episode. This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.